How do you legally find out what merger and acquisition deals are likely going to be announced? Well, there's two different ways you can do this legally. One way is through the media, and the second way is through options. Now, let's kick it off with the media. The media actually gets a hall pass when it comes to insider information, as long as, of course, they don't transact on the information. And great journalists never reveal their sources. So what happens is, in their articles on upcoming merger and acquisition deals, these articles often start with, according to people familiar with the matter, Salesforce, for example, is in late stage discussions to buy Slack. And what some traders do is they set up Google alerts to immediately find out if their favorite tickers, along with, according to people familiar with the matter, is mentioned in a news story. And that way, using Google alerts, you find out immediately before many other people do, and you can transact quickly if you want to. So what I want to do is, I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I want to talk about the best websites for this kind of information. And you're going to think what I'm about to do is ridiculous. But let's go together. Let's do this together. Let's go to Google, okay? Or Bing if you work at Microsoft. Sorry, sort of, not really. Okay, so let's go to Google. And what we're going to do is we're going to search together for, in quotes, according, and I did this yesterday, so it's right there, right here, according to people familiar with the matter. Okay, great. And what I'm going to do is we're going to click on news here, okay? And then we're going to highlight this. This is a cool little trick you can do in Chrome. You highlight something, and then you click Control F or Command F, and you can actually search for that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to show you all the many deals out there that are currently, and I'm winging this here, that are currently reported by the top publications. Okay, so according to people familiar with the matter, let's see here. Let's find some M&A ones. Let's go down here. Hold on a second. So as you can see, the great websites for this sort of thing are Bloomberg, right? Bloomberg does a great job on disclosing deals that are coming. And so does the New York Times Deal Book. That's my favorite one, New York Times. And the Wall Street Journal has a great column called Heard on the Street. Okay, so let's keep clicking through and find, all right, hold on a second. And it also discloses private equity deals. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, look at this. One company here, TDR-backed EG Group, is said to weigh options, including a sale. According to people familiar with the matter, that company is considering selling themselves. You know, if that company is publicly traded, of course, the stock goes up a lot. Okay, and I'll get to the option side in a second. But you can keep searching here, and eventually you will find M&A activity. Okay, hold on a second. And I found one here the other day with Citrix. Okay, Citrix, which is a software company. Here we go. Okay. All right. So right here in this article here, and there's a couple of them. It looks like Elliott Management. Okay, yeah, this is a good one. Elliott Management, which is a private equity firm that buys companies on the cheap and sells them, makes a fortune. They're activist investors. Okay, like Carl Icahn. What they've done is they have $1 billion stake in Citrix, right? Citrix is not being managed correctly. It's based in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which is probably the reason it hasn't been acquired by a big software company yet. It's being mismanaged, apparently, and it's a cloud company that doesn't have a cloud valuation. And so Elliott bought 10% position in the company, according to people familiar with the matter. Okay, so this will bring us actually to our second way to see if a company might get acquired, which is we look at the call option of volume. Okay, so let's do that for Citrix here. Okay, so we go to finance.yahoo.com. And then what we'll do is we'll type in Citrix, and we're going to look at the options together. Okay, so the way to find out if a company actually has options on it, not all of them do, is you enter their ticker on Yahoo Finance. Then you click here on options. And if you see data here, it means there's options on it. And so what we'll do is, just for fun, I'm going to look at the furthest options date from here, called a leap. Okay, and this means you can invest in the company by buying calls that are going to expire in 2 years. So if we look at leaps here, what we can see here is The strike price is $75 for Citrix, meaning if in 2 years by this date, the price of Citrix is over $75, you make money. And we see here the open interest is massive, okay? And when you start to see volumes spike here, and you got to monitor this every single day, okay, then it could tip off the fact that, hey, something's going on, somebody might know something, and this company could get acquired. And going off script here about 9/11, where the 20th anniversary is coming up on 9/11 now. And I remember I worked at Goldman Sachs at the time. And when we were allowed to go back to work a week or two after 9/11, I went back to my desk. And on Bloomberg, my Bloomberg terminal, I was curious about how, of course, American Airlines and Continental, Delta, those stocks were down big time. But I was curious about the put volume on those companies before 9/11. And I did what I just showed you here, the same analysis. I looked at the put volume on American Airlines, Delta, Continental back before 9/11. Okay, I looked at it, and the put volume was at a record high a couple days before 9/11. And so, of course, some fucker knew about it and profited immensely from 9/11. And the government actually uses puts and call options. They look closely at what I'm showing you right now to find out if insider information occurs. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, sorry to go off script there, but you can actually also, if you don't want to use a Yahoo Finance for options, what you can also do is you can download this amazing product made by TD Ameritrade called Think or Swim. And here you can analyze the options, which is what I've been doing. You can create complex options products like iron condors and much, much more here. And you can also analyze historical volume of calls and puts. So again, do a search on download Think or Swim. And if you're in a country that you can't use this product, and you can use it to create a simulated paper portfolio, then what I recommend doing is using a VPN. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll go through this a lot more in my upcoming complete options course. Thanks.